And now for our next news special report.
Now in our special report, we unravel the latest twist in the relentless pursuit of Donald Trump. Alina Habba, his fearless attorney, reveals the shocking disregard for attorney-client privilege in this case. Even more alarming, the White House has now confessed that this witch hunt is tied to the 2024 elections. This isn't just a trial, it's a strategic political maneuver. So stay tuned because you don't want to miss my final thought on why this matters to every American. Now, folks, before we jump into our special report, just a quick note. It's been a full year since our last heartfelt appeal, and despite the obstacles, your unwavering support has kept our mission alive. But today, we stand on the brink of absolute collapse. Our channel, a beacon of truth for over a decade, is threatened like never before. YouTube, our home for the past 10 years, has closed its doors to us, leaving us demonetized and dismissed despite our appeals and efforts to comply. We need your support now more than ever. Donate, pray, or simply share our message. The links are below this video. Now on to the shocking revelation in the ongoing saga of Donald Trump's legal battles. Alina Habba, Trump's steadfast attorney, has exposed a glaring injustice in the case. His attorney-client privilege, a fundamental legal protection, has been completely disregarded. This is no ordinary oversight. It's a deliberate attempt to undermine Trump's defense. Habba declared that the last time I checked, there's something called attorney-client privilege. Yet in Trump's case, this cornerstone of our legal system seems to have been conveniently forgotten. Now, the real bombshell, however, comes from the White House itself. Press Secretary Jean-Pierre admitted that the relentless legal assault on Trump is directly linked to the 2024 elections. This is a blatant attempt to weaken Trump's chances of returning to the White House. In a recent press briefing, Jean-Pierre struggled to address the issue, but ultimately confessed, obviously, this is related to the 2024 elections. Watch.
Was it appropriate for Speaker Johnson to show up at the trial of the former president today?
So look, I can't speak to, don't want to comment, obviously, as this is related to 2024 elections, and I can't speak to the Speaker's schedule. That is something for him to decide on, and let's not forget, this is also connected to a independent judicial process, so going to be really mindful, and he makes his choices on what he does, with his business. That is his choice to be made. What I can speak to is obviously what the president is speaking to today as it relates to 301 tariffs, making sure that he's protecting American workers, protecting American businesses, making sure that when we're allowed to compete in a fair way, we can thrive. And that's what you heard from this president. And what we've learned and we've seen from what the speaker is obviously leading in with congressional Republicans is that they want to cut Medicare, they want to cut they want to cut Social Security. They want to get rid of things that the American people truly, truly care about. And so our focus is going to continue to build an economy from the bottom up, the middle out, this is something that we can speak to. I think the contrast between what we do here and what Republicans, more broadly, Republicans in Congress do is, I think, couldn't be more stark.
Now, this admission confirms what many of us have suspected all along. The Biden administration is using the legal system to interfere in the upcoming election. This is not just about Trump. It's about manipulating the electoral process. It's a clear violation of democratic principles, aiming to eliminate a political opponent through judicial means. Now, Alina Habba's interview with Sean Hannity further highlights the double standards at play. She pointed out that while Trump faces relentless scrutiny, figures like Hillary Clinton received mere slaps on the wrist for far more serious offenses, stating that Clinton did something far worse. They gave her a slap on the wrist. That's what she noted. Watch.
Last time I checked, there's something called attorney-client privilege. Obviously, that doesn't stand if you're going against Donald Trump, because none of the rules stand if you're going against Donald Trump in a political campaign where he's winning, and they have no other way to win but to take him down with illegal and politically motivated lawfare. You said it best, Sean. Hillary Clinton did something far worse, and the FEC looked at it, they examined it, and what'd they do? They gave her a slap on the wrist. She paid, I think, $8,000 for hiding a dirty dossier, the Russian hoax against Donald Trump, and nobody cared about anything. She wasn't dragged into court. Neither was Bill Clinton in the sock drawer case, and the list goes on and on and on. But if you're Donald Trump, you're going to be gagged unconstitutionally so that you can't even discuss testimony of people that are calling you a liar, and you can't defend yourself. Can I tell you, Sean, I have never seen anything worse than what I saw today. I'm not going to get into the testimony of somebody under oath on the witness stand, but I think that if you read the news, it speaks for itself.
The inconsistency is glaring. Bill Clinton wasn't dragged into court over the sock drawer case, yet Trump is gagged unconstitutionally, unable to defend himself against baseless accusations. The selective enforcement of the law is a direct attack on our republic. Legal analyst Greg Jarrett also weighed in, criticizing Michael Cohen's betrayal of attorney-client privilege. Cohen, who secretly recorded Trump, admitted in court that he lied and bullied people. Jarrett wrote that Cohen readily confessed that he often lied and bullied people. He also deceived his own client, Trump, by secretly recording him. This breach of trust would typically result in disbarment, but in Trump's case, it's used as ammunition. So as you connect the dots, it's clear that this trial is less about justice and more about political strategy. The Biden administration's goal is to sabotage Trump's 2024 campaign. This isn't just a theory. It's a calculated move to influence the election. If you got value from this report, tap subscribe. It's time for my final thought. The revelation that the White House admits to using legal proceedings to interfere with the 2024 election is shocking and deeply troubling. This behavior undermines the very foundations of our republic. It's clear that the Biden administration is willing to bend the rules to eliminate a political rival. We must stand strong and support Donald Trump in his fight for justice and his bid for the presidency in 2024. America deserves better than this blatant abuse of power.
Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. Now keep up your quest for truth with this next news report. And if you found our channel enlightening, join the millions who agree with you. Tap subscribe. Thank you for watching the Next News Network.